Hello everybody and welcome to That's Football. I can't speak. I can't believe it. Let him speak, Simon. I tell you what, it's not often on a Thursday afternoon that something stops me in my tracks. But this breaking news is incredible. Listen to this. A blue card is to be introduced into professional football as part of sin bin trials to be announced tomorrow. Telegraph Sport reveal that the game's lawmakers, the International Football Association Board, has signed off on what would be the first new card to be used at the top end of sport since the advent of yellow and red cards at the 1970 World Cup. Absolutely unbelievable. Unbelievable. Incredible. What the hell? I can't believe this. Get in the comments and tell me. There's probably some, well, it takes all sorts. There's probably people who are okay with this. But this is incredible. We're going to have 3 cards. We're going to have a yellow, blue and red. What's blue got to do with yellow and red as well? What about fucking orange? What's yellow plus red? Bloody orange. Blue. They've even got the number wrong. The absolute prats. But this is incredible. This is, you know what this is? I used to work in a job where people used to get promoted on new ideas and they had no interest in them. It was just a project to get promoted. And it feels like football's like this. Every couple of years, we get a stupid idea that somebody comes up with because they don't understand the principles of don't fix it if it's not broken. There is nothing wrong with the fundamental of yellow and red card. A yellow card tackle is basically a warning, a final warning. And if you do it again, it's a red card. And a red card is either a journey from a yellow to a red, or you're a dirty shit. That's disgraceful. Get off this pitch now. Why do you need a bloody blue card? How does that even work? What? I don't get it. And can we just say, first and foremost, in England, this Premier League has without question been the most chaotic officiated Premier League season ever. And somehow, credit to the teams, the managers and the players and the fans, we've still managed to maintain a Premier League season that's competitive and interesting. But without question, we thought last season was bad. It's even worse this year. VAR, PGMOL, officiating is terrible. They don't even understand what a red card is. The yellow cards that get thrown out for dissent are bloody stupid. But we're going to add in a blue card as well. Football fans are already confused as to what a handball is, what a foul on the keeper is, what a red card is, even what an offside is. You know, people, they're going to forget programs, forget match day programs. To go to a football game, you're going to have a bloody qualification and a little manual. You'll be going to, they'll be announcing it, stadium. Go to rule 1.248 to understand why this is a yellow card and not a blue card. Yes, and we'll have more about that previous handball later. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. You know what I don't like? Football is one of the most simple games in the world. That's why it's loved. It's 2 goals. It's 2 teams. You kick the ball in that net. There's a bit of tactics. But you know what? People like Tony Pulis and Neil Warnock and Sam Allardyce can make a career out of very basic football. And then Pep Guardiola can make a career out of very technical football. You get footballers like Zinedine Zidane that can go down as footballing greats. But then you get footballers who are pretty basic who can make a career and earn good money out of it. Football's a simple game. It unites. It's brilliant. So why confuse it? Why make it slower? Why make it more confusing? Why make it more complicated? We know that this VAR system has killed the flow of the game. You're now going to bring in another card that can kill the flow of the game. I think what they're looking to do here is try and keep more players on the pitch. But I'd love to know what the stats are for yellow to red cards that actually were wrong. I don't think they're wrong. I think it very rarely happens that you get 2 soft yellow cards. I mean, look, even at the weekend, I felt Konate for Liverpool against Arsenal. It was 2 soft yellow cards. But I presume that what they would be saying is, in that situation, he'd get a yellow, he'd get a blue, and then if he does it again, he gets a red. That's too many anyway. I felt that one of the Konate cards shouldn't have been a yellow card. But I wouldn't be somebody going, oh, this is a prime example of giving him a yellow card, a blue card, and then if he does it again, he gets a red card. Because in that circumstance, I think the yellow cards that Konate gets are right if Havertz hasn't made a meal out of it. But why should he be able to do that 3 times? So you're saying Konate could do that 3 times before he gets sent off? Ridiculous. We don't need this. The fact that there's people sat in a bloody suit in an office going, let's try this out. It's incredible. And who suffers? It's the viewer. It's the football fan. We suffer again because of people in suits who've got no idea, trying to improve something, trying to stamp their status and legacy on a game that doesn't bloody need it. We don't need this. We don't need this. These officials cannot understand what red and yellow is. Giving him a blue card is a recipe for disaster. I absolutely cannot believe that this is going to get ratified tomorrow. I cannot believe they're going to trial it. And you know what happens when it gets trialed. It's coming to a football club near you very, very soon. And it's like adding another wheel on a four-wheel car. You just don't need it. You don't need it. It really doesn't. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, get in the comments with analogies of we don't need it. We don't need this. We don't need that. It's just not needed. You know, we don't need another Christmas day in the summer. We don't need 2 birthdays in a year. It's just... It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I can't believe they're going to do it. But then I can believe it because I think the people in power just haven't got a bloody clue. They just don't know what they're doing. And I can just imagine watching a game of football. Oh, yellow card. That is a yellow card. And then he does it again. Oh, blue card. It's almost giving people a freebie. That's what they're doing. They're giving people a freebie of doing a yellow card, knowing they can do it again before they get sent off. It's perfect. Final warning, red card. Absolutely perfect. The only way blue cards work is if we're going to give loads of yellow cards for softer tackles, which we don't need to do. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Talk about another way to piss off football fans. Oh my God. They've just gone and shat out the worst developmental idea in football with VAR. It's just... I don't know. Get your comments in below. I just can't see this. And on top of this, let's not forget it's going to slow the game down even more. Let's not forget it's going to lead to more stoppage and starting. We want to see the game flow more. I'd actually, at least with yellow and reds, you can sort of say play on, not a foul, you know, that, right, stop it. That's enough. Yellow card. Any more of that, you'll be off. Like, imagine how it's going to be. With 3 cards to give out, there's going to be more yellow cards to justify blue cards to get to red cards. They're not going to implement this and say, you know, carry on with the same leniency. It will be, we need to make this work. So you've got to start giving out more yellow cards to get to blue cards, to get to red cards, which means more stoppages, more writing down. You know this is an absolute shit idea. And you know that what we'll see is, like with the dissent cards, make sure you're booking lots of people for dissent to make the policy work. It'll be give out loads of yellow cards so we can get the blue cards out. Yeah, absolute mess. Slower games, more, you know, who comes up with this shit? Ridiculous. Get your comments in below. Make sure you smash a like on the video. Give us your thoughts. Take care. I'm outraged. I'm outraged by this. Ridiculous.